From the venue of eloquent skaters and high divers to the venue of high emotion and fast drivers, we welcome you to Richmond, Virginia for primetime NASCAR Winston Cup racing, where the lights of the night can simply be defined as wild.
Any race under the lights is exciting. When the lights come on and it's darker, the fans are more pumped up and excited. The lights are so good there that it's pretty spectacular, but when those cars just drag the ground just a little bit, that shower of sparks is pretty spectacular coming back at you and going across the windshield.
I think it brings you back to the grassroots of what NASCAR is all about, to the Saturday night short tracks, racing under the lights.
I can't stop it. Don't go underneath me like that.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me something that is out!
TNT Sports presents the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. Tonight, live from Richmond, Virginia, it's the Chevy Monte Carlo 400 with the Looney Tunes. The Richmond International Raceway is nicknamed the Action Track. It's 3/4 of a mile long and it's 3 cars wide. After back-to-back weeks of car banging, fender bending, finger pointing, wreck your teammate racing, the Winston Cup Series is ready to rock at Richmond. For 5 guys, there's $1 million on the line, and 102,000 fans have come to the Action Track to see what's going to be bigger, the payoff or the payback. Hi, everybody. Bill Weber, along with Betty Parsons on the War Wagon on a special theme night here at Richmond. This is the back-to-school edition of NASCAR on TNT, and we'll begin with Earth Science, the weather forecast. There is no rain in the Richmond area tonight.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in the booth.
Exactly right. And then biology. Tonight, the Looney Tunes characters are on the cars, as opposed to last night when at times it appeared they might be driving the cars.
Folks, last night sometimes you wondered if it wasn't a cartoon.
I think Taz was in the middle of a lot of that. Now, we'll have more on the fallout from Friday's incident between Greg Biffle and Jay Sauter a little later in the show. But first, let's focus on tonight and the guy that could be the man to beat, Tony Stewart. He won here at night in May. 2 weeks ago, he won the Bristol night race. Tony Stewart shines on the short track when the lights come up. And right now, he's ready to prove it all again.
Tony Stewart breaks away with a 2-car length lead coming off the end of the backstretch. Stewart's going to win the Pontiac Excitement 400.
This is my favorite place, and I'd love to win one here tonight.
And all night long, Tony Stewart's car has been better on the longer runs.
Tony Stewart gets his 3rd win of 2001.
I've been wanting to win a race here all my life. I mean, this is my favorite racetrack.
I don't think he has much to prove, but he certainly has been magical under the lights this season, going for his 3rd straight short track win. Can you pull it off, Smoke?
We got a pretty good car tonight. Yesterday in happy hour, everything was really, really fast, and Greg Zipadelli and all the Home Depot guys did a great job. It's just, we just got to wait and see. We got a long way to go from 33rd tonight. So.
Hey, you're starting 33rd. What's up with that?
I haven't qualified good all year. At least I've been consistent. Didn't qualify good here, but we got a really good race car, and if we get some breaks along the way, and if we can just stay on trouble and have good pit stops all night, we got as good a shot as anybody does on this thing. But we want to say hi to Steve Park and his family at home. We know you're not feeling too good, bud, but we're thinking about you, and we'll see what we can do for you tonight.
Well, if the garage area pundits are right, he's still the man to beat, even though he starts 33rd. Mark down lap 150. That's when he said he should be at the front. Today, Burns.
And Marty, last week at Darlington, Ward Burton was the man to beat, and he thought he had the race won. And then it got interesting.
9 laps to go. Trouble off turn 4. Key point of the race for Ward Burton. He's going to beat Bobby Labonte back to the yellow.
So far, so good. You're going to have probably about 5-lap shootout here, and we'll see what happens. Everyone stay what they're doing. One guy wanted to go to the bathroom. I said, no, you're going to have to wait a little bit.
Labonte looking low.
Looking inside. Clear.
Ward shuts him off. back in one. Keep coming, keep coming.
Ward Burton racing back to the caution flag and a win in the Southern 500. And this week, Ward Burton's mission is to win, because if he does, he gets an extra $1 million for the No Bull 5 bonus because he finished in the top 5 at Daytona, along with race winner Dale Earnhardt Jr., Michael Waltrip, Bobby Labonte, and Elliott Sadler. But back to Darlington. Can the momentum that you guys had from that win translate here to the physical short track at Richmond?
Well, anytime you have something really positive happen for your race team, it definitely, you know, boosts everybody's morale and makes everybody feel like their hard work has paid off. So we're flying high right now, but this sport can make you humble awful quick. So try not to get too high and try not to get too low. We blew a motor up in happy hour, so we're not really sure what we got on the long run, but I got a great Caterpillar team over there, and they're going to work hard for me all night.
Well, and they hope they won't be eating humble pie, rather that they'll win 2 in a row. Let's go to Matt.
But Dave, Ward has never led a lap in this event, but his younger brother Jeff has led 703 and only 6 false starts. But Jeff, the past 2 races here have been somewhat of a challenge for you. You start 4th. Are you back on track here in Richmond?
Well, I hope so. We had a good qualifying run. Here in the fall last year, we had a chance to win, but late we fell off. And then ever since that race, we haven't run as well as we want to. We came back here to this race, and we kind of got back to the basics. Hopefully that'll get us where we need to be. We weren't as fast as we needed to be yesterday, but the car drove well. So we didn't look at the times. We said, to heck with the times. Let's make it drive well. If it drives good, then we'll be okay.
He will try to play the role tonight of $1 million spoiler. He ended a 13-race drought when he won at Charlotte in May, and guess what? It's been 13 races since his last victory, Bill Weber. He's due in a big way.
That's right, Matt. Thanks a lot. Now an update on driver Steve Park, as you heard mentioned by Tony Stewart. It was announced here on Friday that Steve will sit out the next 4 to 6 races, and that's a conservative estimate, coming off the crash last Saturday afternoon at Darlington in the Busch Series race. Steve was involved in a vicious wreck with driver Larry Foyt. The biggest concern right now, a bruise on the brain. Matt Yoakum spoke with Steve on the telephone this morning. Steve was up and around the house and feeling better. Kenny Wallace will drive the Pennzoil Chevy tonight. He starts in the 28th position. And Steve, from all of us here at the track, we hope to see you back at the races real soon. Take care of yourself. Now, coming up as the back-to-school edition of NASCAR on TNT continues, driver's ed and one young son that hopes to get the keys to the car from his dad real soon. But first, this word from my sponsor.
Hey, what's all the excitement about? Ah, strong, murderous beast. Not bad. Next time, show him a little more side. Yeah.
The Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400 with the Looney Tunes on TNT is brought to you by Team Monte Carlo. The cars more champions depend on, Chevy. We'll be there. And now it is time for the driver's ed portion of the show. You climb in the car, you tighten your belts, you put your hands at 10 and 2, at least that's the way I was taught. And if you're young Matt Martin, you look up and say, okay, Dad, what's next? Of course, this is no ordinary car. But as Liz Adelson reports, Matt Martin is no ordinary kid.
Matt Martin, 1999 quarter midget champion. 4th and Point senior Honda, 4th grade. The best is yet to come.
Your life is now. Your life is now. Your life is now.
I see these kids and I see the look in their eye and I see how they can drive at 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. I'm so inspired.
The worst part is crashing. The best part is winning.
If he'd short line him on the front straightaway, he could get him. Right there. He's quick enough to win this race.
If you and Matt could get on the track together and race each other, would it give you a run for your money?
He's already whipped it on me pretty good on the quarter midgets, and he gave me the chrome horn.
Wow, I kind of shoved him out of the way. Gave him the chrome horn.
You gave him the chrome horn? What's a chrome horn?
Well, when you hit somebody in the back and they move up high. That novice car? Red light. You think he's any good? That was was a dumb rat. Why'd he do that for? So, they're beginners.
There's a lot of kids racing around the country right now. And you've got your picture on the side of a cereal box. Is that pretty cool?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but I don't really notice it. I'm just acting like it's somebody else or something.
He doesn't understand the concept of the sponsorship. He thinks if you get a sponsor, that means your car looks cool, and he doesn't, you know, he wants a sponsor that the car's going to look cool, and that's all he really gets.
This car should be good. This car should hook up better than it's been. We're back on the soft tires. Soft right rear tire. So after you get a little bit of heat in it, it should stick hard for you.
My effort will be to get him as ready as humanly possible, within reason, as young as possible, because that's the future of this sport, where the young, incredibly skilled, already experienced drivers with no fear and a skills and ability that you just can't touch.
Yeah, get out of truck, then we'll start racing bush again, and we'll get to Winston Cup, and we'll race those for a while, and then we'll quit bush, like, you know, after like 10 years or more. Yeah.
The favorite thing I do every week is work on his little race cars. And I work on them with love and with determination to make them good enough that he can win with them.
I can't wait till my son has a son.
Then I'll be a great granddad. I don't know if I'll make it that long.
I don't know about that. You might.
But I won't mind being a granddad, though.
If he has one really quick, he'd probably be great.
The future of NASCAR racing is in good hands with kids out there like little Matt Martin, and the fearless youth is what's going to make NASCAR for days to come. And do not be surprised to see a young gun in victory lane here tonight at Richmond. Bill?
Thanks, Liz. Great story, wasn't it? Now, from that short track to this one, you're a two-time winner here, but that was on the old track. Now the three-quarter-mile track, where it's all about grip, gear, and guts. Take us around, BP.
All right, let's do that. But first, I need a couple of warm-up laps, Bill, because, as you said, I haven't raced the three-quarter mile. This is our Thunder Motion powered by EA Sports. Go down in turn one, down to the bottom of the racetrack. I'm racing Jeff Gordon now. You notice that Jeff with Bugs Bunny? He's very good here. That's the back stretch. All right, let's go down the front stretch. Bugs Bunny, Jeff Gordon on the inside. Down to turn one. You want to get the car to the very bottom of the racetrack. Down next to that yellow line, right where my car is. Come off, let that car drift up. Now turn three. Once again, Bill, you've got to get down to the yellow line. Straddle, is it okay? Kind of knock Bugs out of the way. Come on. Across the start-finish line. That's a lap at the Richmond International Raceway.
We're going to see a little of that tonight, aren't we?
We're going to see a lot of that tonight, I'm sure.
Well, there have been 26 races on the three-quarter-mile track here at Richmond. The winner has never started deeper than 24th. 19 guys trying to change that tonight.